When we left off, we had just completed the passage from Hawaii to Washington with our new boat Makara, with Varuna patiently waiting for us in Honolulu to come back and make the passage for a second time.
Rag, please. Thank you.
Well, we are not in Honolulu, which is amazing. We're so excited to be out of the harbor in Honolulu. We're at a little place called Pokai Bay. It's on the western side of Oahu. Flew back to Honolulu about a week ago. Spent a week or so getting Varuna ready, wrapping up a few projects, provisioning, getting some videos done and uploaded before we headed out. Yesterday we sailed up here and we're just doing some bottom cleaning. Varuna's been sitting in the harbor for close to 2 months now, so some good barnacles on the prop and prop shafts. The bottom's not too bad though. Get her all cleaned up and then it's time to head out for our trip to Washington. Passage number 2 from Hawaii to Washington. We had so much fun last time, we decided to do it again in Varuna.
Okay, what's the plan today?
We're gonna leave today. We're gonna cut some things with these nice bolt cutters and then leave.
So Varuna's on anchor in Hawaii. Like the first time ever.
Yeah, first time. And we cleaned the bottom. We're gonna cut this old cable off the wind vane paddle and then take off.
Just leave it, hold it like that, should be fine.
Yeah, we'll try it. It's hard to get around it.
Along with bottom cleaning, one of the last projects to prep Varuna for the crossing was replacing the lift to pull the wind vane paddle out of the water. It was an old, splintered cable which we cut off and replaced with a length of line.
Oh, there we go. You got it. Hopefully it doesn't break on us.
Well, we are underway. Adios, Oahu. See you later. Or not.
Adios, amigos. No. Aloha. Mahalo. Sayonara. It's a very sticky banana.
Our bananas up there are not so green anymore. They did awesome on our passage from last time from Oahu to Washington, but
It was a
they
bit
all,
cooler now, or not?
they
Not
all
really.
got yellow at the same time. So we have a lot of bananas to eat, and we're underway sailing. Today's 4th of July. Happy belated 4th of July to all you out there, and we're hoping for a nice passage to Washington.
Our plan is less than 29 days.
Yes, we hope so. Weather looks really good. Just the 2 of us and Varuna.
And we've got Dan.
And Dan back
I'm hoping
there.
he does a
He's-
bit of driving.
Yeah, hopefully. He's not too lazy
And
today.
I've got a fishing line out with a cedar plug, so we're hoping for some tuna.
Yum.
First night.
Beautiful farewell to Oahu back there. The sunset on it, and off we go. We finally found some wind. We got out behind the lee of the island and have some nice wind, about 15 knots steady out of the east, northeast.
Well, nothing new to you guys out there, but for a spectacular sunset on 4th of July evening, check this out.
fireworks when that's what the sky looks like.
Within 24 hours of saying goodbye to the island of Oahu, we hauled in a big, beautiful fish on the hand lines. In Hawaiian, mahi-mahi means very strong, and they certainly are strong fighters on the line. In Spanish, these fish are called dorado due to their brilliant coloring.
One of the unique things about these mahis is that they change colors when they die. They change this kind of greeny, yellowy gold color. But this guy, we've never had one change color as dramatically as him. Right after I cut his gills and we killed him, he totally drained of color. Not an ounce of color in him. He was bright, bright white with just a few little speckles in him. No color at all, and then he slowly got this color back. It was pretty incredible to watch. The big fish though, I'm going to fillet him up and he will feed us for quite a few days.
We're just entering into day 5 of our passage to Washington State now, and we're already, I think we're like probably a good 2 days ahead of where we were last time on Makara. Good 150 miles extra that we've made good towards our destination, I believe. We had really great wind the first couple of days, and then now we're back to nothing. Yesterday we did like 58 miles, and today so far, I mean, the wind has been dead. It was so calm. We stopped and had a jump in the water today, as we always do, and wow, the water is pretty darn warm up here. Now the sun's going down, so it's a beautiful sunset, and there's a little bit of breeze coming back on the water. You can see the ripples starting to come in. Not much, I think maybe 4 knots or something like that, but it's better than what we've had all day, where we've been like, basically we drifted all day today. We had maybe 2 knots of breeze, we drifted around, we had nothing. We got the pole out, but it didn't really help much. We just kind of wandered around nowhere. So we're really hoping for some rain, there's some rain out there. We're really hoping for some wind to come back in. Hillary's got nachos on down below, and we're gonna eat some nice tucker and watch a show.
Today we saw something pretty cool that we have not seen since our very first passage in Varuna 3 years ago when we left Oregon sailing down to California, and that is the vela vela, which are these little tiny floating creatures, kind of like a jellyfish, but not. Basically it's a little disc and it has a little half dome sail on top, and they float around on the ocean getting blown by the wind and just drift around, sucking up whatever they do from the ocean, eating, living. Pretty cool looking creatures though. Seen quite a few of them floating by. I've also started to see some of the trash. Last time on Makara we saw quite a bit of just random debris, and we're starting to get into that area again. Seen some random bits and pieces of things floating around. Found our friend Albert out here. Albert, the black-footed albatross. And he's sitting right next to, it looks like an old fishing float with a flag on it. We're going to see if we can pick it up.
But we're back in that same area that we were last time with McFerren, where we saw a large amount of rubbish and debris for 4 days or something, I think, straight, right? We just had non-stop stuff floating by us.
We just grabbed the flag.
Well, it's pretty freaking large. It's the man overboard pole.
Yeah.
It would function just like that right now. So we're gonna take this. We don't know exactly what we're gonna do with this.
It's quite large.
It will lay on deck somewhere and everything on here will slowly die. Hopefully it won't crawl inside. I see a bunch of big crabs down there that Hillary will probably like to play with. This is the same area that we were in last time when we found lots of stuff floating around. We're gonna take this with us until we can get to shore and put it in a proper rubbish bin. But that's pretty solid. We want to find another glass float, that'd be cool.
Most of what are on here are these gooseneck barnacles. And I was doing some research after we found that glass fishing float that was covered with them last time. And these gooseneck barnacles are actually a delicacy. Super expensive because they're so dangerous to collect. Usually they only grow near shore where there's big surf. So they're really dangerous to collect, but they also grow on things floating around the ocean. So you can eat them. They're little necks. They look like a lot of work to prepare though, but it's supposed to be pretty tasty. Some dark gray clouds on the horizon. I think some rain might be in the forecast for this evening.
As we sailed north, we would encounter quite the variety of weather conditions. But that's our next adventure. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends. To follow our adventures, be sure you're subscribed and check out all of our social media pages for more updates. Until next time, aloha!